360 flip trick tip by Grant Luong right here, and it's going to be brief and short. To do this trick, you gotta know how to do a kick flip and a pop shove it. Foot positioning for this trick is 45 degrees in the middle of the board, like that. That's for the front foot. Back foot is on the pocket right here as soon as it begins to go up and curve. It's right there, or a little bit behind. It doesn't matter, it's to your personal preference. Your toe should be wrapped around the edge of this board so you can get an easier scoop. And when you have your back foot on, you should tilt up your heel so that it's not touching the board, only this part should be. Like that. It gets the easier scoop also. To do this trick, you gotta know how it flips and how to land on it. To do this trick, you gotta know how to pop it. You pop it, and the board will lift up, and kind of like that, and so the back wheel would lift up off the floor a little. That's because you're putting pressure on the edge of this board when you pop it. First you gotta pop it, then you scoop it. It's kind of like together at the same time, but you just gotta, I can't really describe it to you. You just gotta pop it and scoop it. So just pop, scoop, and you use your front foot to flick it. Your front foot is very minimal. It just flicks off right here, like off this side right here, not all the way up here. It's right there. It'll be fine. So pop, scoop, flick, and the board should do a 360 flip rotation, and then you just land on it. To land this trick, it's like a pop shove where you have to jump forward, but since it's a 360 flip rotation, you gotta jump more forward instead of just like a pop shove it. That's basically how you land on the board. You gotta calculate your landing over there. And there's some common problems with this trick, which is when you're landing ahead of the board too much, like that, or that, or, yeah, just like that. To fix this problem, you gotta, before you do this trick, you just center your weight in the middle, where, in between your feet, like on the 4 bolts, and lean forward, like towards the tail right here. Like lean backwards towards the tail and forward, so that you're leaning where you're gonna jump. And when you do this, the second way of fixing this is that when you scoop, you kind of scoop it forward, kind of like push the board forward when you're scooping it, so that the board will go with you when you're jumping, and it will stay under you. And that's basically how to fix that problem, to land on bolts, or land it instead, to land on it, and that you're not landing off the board or too forward so that you topple over. The second common problem is that you're not flicking enough. Basically, you just have to play around with your front foot. Just practice so that you're just doing the 360 flip rotation and trying to get that rotation down, so you get the 360 rotation and 360 flip. So yeah, just to get that, practice getting this flip and land 1 foot on it, like that, front foot 1 foot on, or back foot 1 foot on. And if you can do that, that's basically leading to the third problem, which is committing. If you can do the flip and land 1 foot on, your front foot on only, or your back foot on, or both, then you basically got the trick, but you're just not committing to landing on the board. This is because you're probably scared of landing on the board. Just basically, if you want to ensure safety, just wear a helmet so that you don't bust your head. I mean, I guess you can. Landing primo and hitting your head on the floor. I've done that down up banks and down stuff. God, that hurts. So basically, just try not to get scared. Do whatever you can so that you don't get scared of landing on top of the board. And those are 3 common problems that usually people get. So that's basically how you do a 360 flip. And this trick took me around, like, I don't know, 6 to 8 months to learn. It's a really hard trick. Just don't give up on it, and you'll eventually get it, like I did. And now I'll show you some examples to how to do a 360 flip.